All right, fellas, let's come out strong and never look back, man.
They're getting into that aggressive mindset right off the bat. You can hear them. They're juiced. You can hear it in his voice as well. It's an Eastern Conference battle here at the Bradley Center in Milwaukee as the Bucks look to work the home court to their advantage. And our State Farm starting lineups. Here's a look. Someone will be keeping an eye on, of course, LeBron James.
You know, I'm so impressed with LeBron's defense and his growth at that end of the floor. Remember a couple of years ago in that conference final victory against Chicago, LeBron spent a lot of time on Derrick Rose in the fourth quarters and really shut Rose down.
Well, he's a first-team all-defense performer, Steve, and that says it all. I mean, if you need proof, there's plenty of them on the highlight reels. Dynamic chase-down blocks that he's kind of perfected, flying in from behind to stymie shot attempts and fast breaks. That's his athleticism and his tenacity on full display at the defensive end of the floor.
The Heat log another stop on their travel schedule in today's matchup. And certainly this is a game with playoff implications, as a win here would guarantee them the best record in the Eastern Conference.
Well, it's fun to see it all come together for them, Kevin. The coaching staff has really gotten through to the players. Everybody's buying in. It's just so great when you see every last guy on the bench on the same page.
And they just keep putting those W's in the rearview mirror. I mean, we always knew the potential this team had, and they're filling it to the absolute max right now.
Now, here's Dallenberg. Right now averaging 7 points a game. Here is Mbamute. LeBron with the block. Pushing it up. Goes for the alley-oop. Leaps for it. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. It's Jennings with the drive. He passes to Ellis. Releases. It's hauled in by LeBron.
Well, when you look at Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra, a lot of pressure on him early on when the Heat went out and acquired the big three. And for a young head coach, there were a lot of questions about whether he'd be able to get them where they needed to go and command their respect.
You know, typically he's just a role player, but when he does score, it allows the offense to be more balanced.
Got past him with the quick drop step. Ellis has got his first 2 points. The Heat have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game.
Yeah, they did everything well in that game. Solid across the board, particularly at the offensive end.
Yeah, the definition of teamwork, Steve. Communication, passing, catching cleanly. They worked extremely well together all game long.
The shot by Wade, no good. You know, you talked about the pressure for Eric Spoelstra, the Heat coach. You know, there were signs that relationship with LeBron James was only probably so-so. But maybe, you know, as things kind of iron themselves out, they seem, Steve, to be in a better place.
Well, there was so much pressure on the organization that I think everybody was on edge. And now that they've won that championship, Kevin, I think Spoelstra will be more comfortable in his own shoes. I think LeBron and Wade and Bosh will have more confidence in him. And I think you're going to see Spoelstra really grow now, now that they've got that championship under their belt. Well, it's kind of scary when you play against Miami. I mean, that talent is so overwhelming. So what a lot of teams try to do is zone them just to cut down on the dribble penetration and force Miami to take outside shots.
And the shot is good. Clutch has got his first 2 points of the night.
He was not to be denied that time, guys. Fought his way to the glass and came up with the points.
Nothing's working for him here. He's just really struggling to find the basket.
Good ball movement here by the Heat. Wade kicks to Haslett. Allen. He kicks to Wade. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. And it might seem like a bit of, bunker approach, but if you are faced with giving LeBron and Wade a jump shot or a dunk, there isn't too much hesitation, I don't think, Clark, in your answer.
No, I would agree. I mean, there are a couple of things that scare you about the Heat. First, they can knock down outside shots and beat you if you try to go to a zone and close off driving lanes. And secondly, they're still probably able to find a way to get inside and dunk through you or over you.
It's kind of like pick your poison.
Yeah, they come at you in a couple of different ways.
Here's Clutch. Rejected by Dallenberg. Oh, and here we go. Ellis has got it. The fast break chance. And play stops as it looks like they call it over the back here.
Not much doubt about that over the back call.
Yeah, he was all over his back that time. Looked like he was going for a piggyback ride.
Kicks it to LeBron. It's Allen on the wing. LeBron outside. Here's Clutch. Here's the three. Here's Haslam. Gets it to go. Haslam's got 8.
He will fight you down low, guys. Really battles in there. He comes up with a lot of second chance buckets.
Here's Ellis. He picked up 30 points in their last win against Washington.
Monte Ellis is a tremendously talented guard, but only one playoff appearance in his 7 NBA seasons, and that's been frustrating for him. He's a guy who's put up some big numbers, but I'm sure he'd like to see more playoff success in his future.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, thank you. I caught up with Eric Spoelstra. A lot of his focus in preparing his team for this game centered around how they plan to deal with point guard Brandon Jennings. He said Jennings is a blur out there. He's so fast, and he plays with a relentless energy. It's a challenge for any team to really keep up with him. Kevin, we'll see if they can do it.
All right, Doris, thanks. Now here's Ellis. He has 6. That's good from Jennings on the assist from Monte Ellis. Jennings has got himself on the board with 3 there. And Steve, you mentioned Monte's frustration in the past, not being able to win a championship, a division title, or just, be above 500, on a consistent basis. But he's really worked on, Clark, not wearing all those emotions on his sleeve as much, to stay positive, to be a good leader.
Yeah, to be a little more even-keeled, make sure the dedication to the team is uppermost in his mind, and being patient as well as striving for excellence. That's a delicate line to walk, but he's making progress in doing that.
Jennings for 3. Jennings can't get that one to fall. Inside, here's Allen, and he lays it straight in. Allen's got his first basket of the night.
I can imagine they're going to hear an earful about this next stop. I mean, that's 3 straight field goals given up right in the middle of the lane. Inexcusable.
Well, defense starts at the rim. I mean, you want teams shooting the ball from the outside, and that's not happening. They're just giving up everything inside.
Here's Wade after the made shot from Monte Ellis. The open look, and LeBron gets it to go with the assist by Haslam.
This is an interesting matchup. Neither team has been able to get an edge.
I tell you what, it's been enjoyable to watch this one. I mean, they haven't given an inch to each other, and neither side is backing down in this one.
Drew Gooden has checked in for Dallenberg. Here's the break. Throws it up high, and Wade slams it in.
Boy, they were not wasting any time on that fast break.
Well, when it starts with the turnover, that's the best time to get out and run. You can beat the defense down the floor that way.
So the Bucks, their last game, a win against the Wizards in Washington.
Well, they benefited from some very loose play from their opponents that night, Clark.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I mean, there were a lot of turnovers in that game. Some were caused by their good defensive play, but some were just careless.
Mba Amute. That's good. Mba Amute has got his second basket of the night. The Heat with the lead. They traveled to Milwaukee last time they faced the Bucks, and they came away with the win.
That was one of those games where everybody has fun because they blew them out. The bench played. Everybody got in on the act.
Now here's Allen, averaging 6 points per contest, 5 to shoot. Here's Clutch, kept alive. Second shot opportunity. Tries yet again, and he races to the bucket for 2. Haslam's got 10.
And he...
And Milwaukee has possession. They trail by 1. To the middle. Here's Jennings. That's good. And it's Udrich with the assist that time. That's 7 points for Brandon Jennings. Going back to what Steve said, Clark, how about the massive contribution they got from their bench in that win?
Kevin, it was very impressive. There's no denying that. I mean, you wouldn't have known who were the starters and who were the reserves based on the production.
Here's Clutch, coming off a solid outing against Philadelphia. Now Udrich. From 12 feet out, the shot misses. Here's Clutch. Right now averaging 27 points a game. Pass to Chalmers. Here's Clutch. 6 to shoot. Jennings with the steal. And here's Jennings, the fast break opportunity. Shot's good from Mbaamute.
You know, they're just getting hammered inside and really need to find a way to be tougher down there. They got to be physical. They got to man up in there.
I agree. I mean, you look at the points they're giving up, most of them seem to be coming inside the paint.
Here's Clutch after the basket by Milwaukee. Takes it up, stuffs it through.
Well, I tell you, he squeezed that orange as tight as he could before that throwdown.
Yeah, no way he was going to lose that thing on the way up. You're right, Clark.
Well, better safe than sorry. I mean, you got to be sure when you're in traffic.
They set the pick. The drive by Jennings. Clutch grabs the rebound inside.
Looked like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open, just couldn't take advantage.
Feeds it to Battier. Over Prisbilla. Snatched up. Milwaukee in the lead. Now Udrich. Right now averaging 5 points a game. Prisbilla. The shot no good.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Here's Clutch, defended by Ilyasova. Here's Clutch. Oh, that's blocked. The Heat have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Yeah, this is a very good free throw shooting team, guys. I mean, you look at the numbers, impressive.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
Samuel Dallenberg, who's checked in for Milwaukee. The Heat also changing it up. Allen comes in for Mike Miller. And it's Norris Cole in for Mario Chalmers. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. There's Jennings with the 3, and that one's good. Jennings has got 10 points in the game. No shortage of drama here early on.
Well, neither team can grasp control of this thing. I mean, both teams trying to get a hold of it.
What do you think, Steve?
Well, yeah, 8 lead changes already. I mean, that's a big number this early in the game. So we're in for a treat tonight. This is a competitive matchup.
Tie game in Milwaukee. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere.
Be sure to check out the latest issue of Dime Magazine, Clutch with top billing.
Here's Wade. He had 28 points in the win against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
I thought his rebounding was impressive as well, guys. He made some big boards, really helped out on the glass, helped his team out big time.
And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Clutch in its small forward. Mario Chalmers in the electric. D. Wade at the guards. LeBron James is out there with Joel Anthony.
Well, he's a long-armed shot blocker, already a terrific end.
The Heat leading by 5. Here's Clutch. Ellis on him. He dishes it to Allen. LeBron James on the wing. Haslam, 6 on the shot clock from downtown, and that one's good. Clutch has got 11.
Another nice move from a player we've basically come to expect nothing less from.
Jennings drives in. Ilyasova can't get it to fall. And here's Wade. 12 points for him. Shoots over Jennings. The shot by Wade, no good. Jennings against Wade. Here's Ellis. Offensive rebound. Ilyasova passes to Gooden. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
And defensively, you want to keep the ball as far away from the hoop as possible.
Yeah, because he's too good inside, Steve. I mean, he'll make you pay every time in there.
And the Bucks making a change here. Udrich is checked back in. And Miami with a change here, too. Norris Cole, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. Haslam dishes to Cole. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. And now on our rookie leaderboard, who are the rookies grabbing the most rebounds in the NBA right now? Let's take a look. And you look at Clutch, a terrific rebound, 5th overall.
The rebounding is an aspect of his game that is already so well developed, and very few of the rookies can compete with him in that regard.
Well, the ability to rebound always travels well in the NBA, and at this point, we can say with certainty, physically, this league won't be a problem at all for him.
Monte Ellis is a guy who's a little undersized as a scoring guard, but there's no question about his explosiveness. His first step is so quick. Loves to go right, can get to the rim, but if you back off him, he can pull up and make that jump shot. Well done, finishing that one off.
We've got 1:18 left in the first half. A fader. And it's Haslam with the rebound. Haslam's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And so for Monte Ellis, he's so tough to defend, attacking the rim. He can get that mid-range jumper going, Clark, most anytime he wants to.
He's got great elevation on that jump shot, too, Kevin. When the jump shot is falling, it's a hard matchup for anybody trying to guard him because he's so quick at getting to the rim, and he can make tough finishes in the paint area.
Here's Cole. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Cole's got 6.
Well, that makes 5 of their last 6 makes coming from inside.
Yeah, really focused on getting the ball into the paint because they're taking advantage of very porous defense down there.
And Gooden kicks to Ellis. Looking to get back on track here.
Take a look at what Ellis has done so far. 13 points and 4 assists.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And the free throws for him this year, he's making them at about a rate of 77%.
Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Udo's checked in for Gooden. Tobias Harris comes in for Mbamute. And it's Jennings in for Udrich. Here's Clutch. He's guarded by Ellis. Here's Anthony. Nice second effort. Good job staying with it. Anthony's got his first basket. Ellis kicks to Jennings. Blocked. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Heat lead by 6. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the third quarter. But right now, it's time for the Sprint Halftime Show with Damon Bruce.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
So good to have you along on 2K Sports as the season nears its end. Let's check out what's going on. The Heat taking care of business. With their winning streak, this team is playing with a whole lot of confidence right now. A nice contribution by Udonis Haslem, giving them a lift. His shooting percentage off the charts right now. He's got the magic touch from the field, no question about it. And on the other side, Milwaukee just keeps scrapping. They're really going hard at it on the boards, offensively chasing down every miss they can. Brandon Jennings has been on a roll in the first half. He has 17 points and is up to his usual tricks, dropping a lot of dimes all over the court. And that's all we have for you here in the studio. Now let's send it on back to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke for the second half of play.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Brandon Jennings.
Well, why eat at the drive-thru when you can sit down at the buffet and have all you can eat, Clark?
Well, I know you've been listening, partner. I like that. That's exactly what you need to do. Take advantage of what's available.
Ilyasova and Dallenberg down low. Brandon Jennings and Monte Ellis comprise the backcourt. And it's Mbamute in at the small forward. So that's who Scott Skiles starts the second half with. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, Kevin. Clutch in their last time out against the 76ers was superb. He ended with 23 points and had active hands on the defensive side of things as well, coming up with some key steals. It was a performance for the ages and one that will have the whole league talking.
Thank you very much, Doris. Not a huge surprise for him, Clark, to come out with such a mission-like attitude.
It really isn't. I mean, it's part of his mental fabric, which he likes to play with. A lot of his focus is required to deliver a game like he did.
Yeah, he likes those situations. He likes the pressure. He seems to thrive in those circumstances. And boy, he came up big.
That's blocked.
And offensively, they have yet to hit a shot. Slow start here to the second half.
first minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Pushes up. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Wade's got 4 assists in the game.
Offensively, just hammering away in the paint.
And that's 10 straight points inside, too.
Jennings with the ball. Wade picks him up. The 17-footer. And it's Haslam with the rebound. Haslam's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
Ugly start to this second half, guys. They've missed all 4 of their shot attempts.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. And it's Wade penetrating. Haslam, that's good. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
It's amazing to think that Scott Skiles, the Bucks coach, is in his 13th season as a head coach in the NBA, 4th with Milwaukee. He's a very defensive-minded, no-nonsense type of guy. And defensively, remember, you got to fight through screens to avoid giving up open looks.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Steve. And the defense has to go over the top of that screen. I think that's how they get it done.
It's stolen by Dallenberg. Jennings with the ball. Wade picks him up. And it's Ellis penetrating. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. And you know, Steve, this Milwaukee Bucks team continuing Coach Scott Skiles' track record of improving teams at the defensive end. He did it in Chicago. He's doing it again in Milwaukee.
Well, he demands a lot of his players at that end of the floor, Kevin. You know, if they guard like he wants, then he'll give them more freedom offensively. But it all starts at the defensive end for Scott Skiles, and his teams know that.
The dish now to LeBron. Over Ilyasova. No good. And Milwaukee the other way now.
They may have to start looking for some other options because he's really struggling out there.
They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Went for the two-hand throw down there. Needed safety and power.
That's how you do it.
Yep.
No, nothing fancy, but he finished with force.
Jennings kicks to Ilyasova. It's back to Jennings. He feeds it to Ellis. Over Haslam. Goes back up. Rebound by Ray Allen.
Another board for them, and they've got a huge advantage in that regard.
Yeah, it's not really a surprise. I mean, rebounding one of the true barometers in winning basketball games, and if you rebound better, you typically are going to win ball games and do it comfortably.
Ellis with it. He's got 17. Jennings, the 3, good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Ellis has got 5 assists in the game.
That's all the space he needs, guys. He'll make you pay every time if you give him that shot.
Drew Gooden has checked in for Dallenberg. And Miami with a change here, too. Anthony's checked in. Here's Clutch. The 3 is launched. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 6 assists here tonight. Now here's Ellis. He's guarded closer. Jennings drives in, and it's good. Jennings has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, with Brandon Jennings, we've seen steady improvement in terms of his shooting percentage during the course of his career. He came in as just a jump shooter, and now he's really finishing around the rim and showing better shot selection as well.
He got that one, but he hasn't been producing the way we're accustomed to. He needs to look for a shot a bit more.
Jennings sets the screen for Ellis. Goes up on the high post. And another basket for Milwaukee. And for Jennings, as we talked about him offensively, a quick, explosive guard. He can't create his shot, Clark, pretty easily.
Yeah, I think he could be comfortably a 20-point-per-game scorer in this league, Kevin. The issue with him is just to continue to grow and be efficient, to make the game easier for himself, to know how to harness and unleash his terrific speed. That's where he's going to make his next step of growth.
Here's Ellis. The shot's good. Jennings making the play. Jennings has got 5 assists tonight.
He is always so in control, guys, even when he's going hard to the hoop. Very skilled finisher.
There's the pass to Anthony. LeBron outside. Over Ilyasova. And there's another one for the Heat.
And right now, he can do no wrong. Everything's working for him this quarter.
Ellis outside. Passes to Gooden. Back to Ellis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good! Ellis has got 8 here in the quarter.
Ellis can really turn it on at times.
Here's Clutch. The feed to Anthony. The rebound by the Bucks. And Baamute's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Dishes it to Ilyasova. Over LeBron. They get it back. Jennings passes to Ellis. Second chance shot. That's good. Ellis has got 10 points here in the second half.
My goodness, seems like he's got every point this quarter. Just an amazing job helping to cut into this lead.
T-Wade on the wing. Alley-oop pass. LeBron, no luck.
That would have been a nice alley-oop there.
Well, you got to love the effort, though. Almost showtime.
Over Allen. Here's Gooden, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Well, the shooting guard position is where teams look for a lot of their points. And these players, the highest scoring among them, haven't disappointed. And you look at Clutch, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. And, of course, Monte Ellis, a little bit down the ladder. And he makes the first. And some changes here for the Bucks. The Heat leading by 12. Here's Clutch. He passes to Haslam. Easy shot, and he hits the jump shot. Haslam's got 19 points.
Just adds to what has already been a great day for him.
In low to Dallenberg. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
Boy, every time they drop it in, they do so from close range. Easy baskets.
Yeah, high percentage looks time and time again, guys, and it's paying off for them. The way they're playing this game, I like their strategy.
That's exactly what they wanted to do. I mean, you'd like to see that every time down the floor.
Screen by Dallenberg. Here's Udrich. Charity stripe shot. Here's Udo, and he finishes nicely on the way up. Udo's got his second basket of the night.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
It's LeBron with the drive. Wade. Oh, the one-hand jam.
No way to stop that. I mean, there's nothing you can do when he's coming at him like that.
Well, that's right, Clark. Steve, he is a dangerous, dangerous player.
Yeah, especially when he gets to that launching pad right there in the lane. I mean, a pretty one-handed finish. That was nice.
And that was Sprite bringing you the close-up on that big-time play. Jennings with the ball. Wade picks him up. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up. He kicks it to Udrich. Back to Harris. Off his leg. And the ref's whistling a kick ball. And Baamute's checked in for the Bucks. And Miami with a change here, too. Allen's checked in. 1:03 left to play in the third. Here's Udrich, and that one's good. And here are the Heat now. At one point, they led by 16. Baseline J on the way. The 9-foot shot. And another basket for Miami.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Here's Harris. LeBron grabs the miss. LeBron's now got 6 rebounds in the game. Jennings with the steal. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Knocked away. And Udrich gets to Jennings. That's good. That's Udrich with the assist that time. 24 points for Brandon Jennings. Wade outside. No dice from the high post.
Even though he missed it, he couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to take that one.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Heat, up by 12. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter.
The newest 2K Style magazine, arriving in stores now.
As the fourth quarter gets rolling here, let's check out our Sprite Uncontainable Game. Let's go to Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Kev, as you might have guessed, the uncontainable game today goes to the Miami Heat. Right now, everything has been going their way, and they've taken advantage of their chances. Looks like it's going to be theirs for the taking, and they're 1 quarter away from the win.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Bucks trail by 12. So with Wade on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Ray Allen and LeBron James, the forwards. Chalmers is out there with Clutch, and it's Haslam in at the 5 spot. Here's Ellis. Here is Mbamute. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than a layup.
He's perfect from the line this time.
They're locked in from the charity strike this half. Not a miss yet.
And they're going to have to continue that pace, Clark, because they're down, and anytime you're losing, you got to take advantage of every offensive opportunity you have.
Kicks to Allen. Mbamute with the steal. Here's Ellis, and with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Ellis has got 12 points here in the second half. The Heat leading by 8. Here's Clutch. Now Haslam inside. Gooden with the steal. Ellis outside. Uses the drop step. No luck.
Shot seems to be a little awry today, just off a fraction. They've got to have him pick it up, though, and soon. Guys, good job working it down low and getting the high percentage look there. That's good basketball.
Here's LeBron.
Very few players have his explosiveness. I mean, man, can he ever fly to get to that rim?
The Sprite replay really gave you a good look at the action. Bucks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Ellis goes in, and that one's good. Ellis has got 29.
Well, Ellis is just a dynamic scorer, as we all know. A penetrator, a lane runner. He's a guy who can absorb contact in transition and still finish off plays. Just one of the best perimeter players that we have in this league.
He really is. He's always been a great scorer. He's been asked to take a lot of big shots. That's nothing new for him to have the ball in his hands with the game on the line. You never know. We might see another game winner here tonight.
Here's Ilyasova. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Well-contested shot there.
And that's the key defensively. You've got to make them work for it. Challenge every shot.
Feeds to Haslam. Here's Clutch. That one goes. Count it. 22 points for him.
Boy, they are really getting chewed up inside here. I mean, that's 8 of the last 10 points they've given up inside, in the paint.
Yeah, and the paint should be sacred ground for a defense. I mean, you can't let anybody just trot in there and get an easy bucket.
A leaner. Great defense that time from Ellis. Bucks trail by 8. It's back to Jennings. Ellis outside. LeBron with the block. And oh, here we go. Chalmers has got it. The fast break chance.
Well, they haven't had to ask him to do too much, but he's doing whatever's needed out there.
Bucks have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. And I think Doris Burke has something for Gooden with the steal. Harris against LeBron. Harris kicks to Mbamute. He dishes it to Gooden. The dish to Mbamute. He feeds it to Gooden. Count it from 12. Gooden's got 4 points this quarter.
They've really caused a lot of trouble with their defense, and it's paying dividends for them at the other end.
Well, it's the old saying, good defense lead to good offense, and there's no question that's the case right now.
He's definitely showing some real sweet dunking skills here.
Are you kidding me? Oh, my gosh, what a play.
Yeah, that was spectacular.
Now here is Harris. The pass to Ilyasova. Passes it to D'Alembert. Haslam's there. Fades away. That's good.
You know, with the expectations low for him, he can provide a nice lift when he does put the ball in the basket.
The Heat leading by 11. Here's Clutch. The drive by Wade. Haslam. D'Alembert covering. Haslam, that's good. Haslam's got 23 points.
Something has to change, guys. That's 10 straight points coming in the paint against this team.
Well, they got to collapse in there, and everybody's got to be conscious of it. It's a team effort in protecting the paint. Control the ball, and then everybody's got to get in there and keep the defense locked down.
The Heat have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. No good from Wade.
That's not an opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And the Bucks, they're shooting 43% for the game. Harris with it. Wade picks him up. Lets it go from 14. The shot by Gooden is no good. Heat shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. And that one's good by LeBron.
His team has to tighten up inside. Way too many easy hoops in the lane.
Yep, that's 5 straight buckets they've given up from the key now, and it's hurting them.
Harris outside. Here's the screen. The feed to Gooden. Back to Harris. Shot clock at 5. Rebound by the Heat. Haslam's got 15 rebounds here tonight. The Heat leading by 15. Here's Clutch. Back to LeBron. Over Gooden. LeBron James again. LeBron's now got 33 points.
Boy, they've been shooting well from mid-range here.
Well, sometimes you can't get all the way into the rim in the paint area, so you've got to pull up from 12, 15 feet. That's pretty impressive. Yeah, he's struggled with his shot this quarter, and he's got to find a groove somehow.
That's good. Clutch has got 17 now, just in the second half.
And guys, 10 of their last 12 points coming in the paint.
Yeah, I like their aggressiveness on offense, but the question is, where's the defense? They've got to put up some resistance here.
Here's Gooden, and the Bucks miss again.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Gets the bucket. 20 points for Wade.
You know, you look at how this has played out so far, and they've really had a big advantage inside.
Now they're getting higher percentage shots in the lane, and they're getting a bounce here or there, but I think they're playing pretty well down there.
Now, here's Mbamute. He's tightly guarded. Harris kicks to Ilyasova. Tries to snap the cold streak. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And he knocks down the first one. And the Bucks with some changes. Udo comes in for Samuel D'Alembert. And it's Dunleavy in for Mbamute. And a new group in for the Heat. Pippin's checked in. James Jones comes in for Ray Allen. Mike Miller's checked in for LeBron. And it's Chalmers in for Dwayne Wade. Here's Clutch. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Chalmers. Defended by Ilyasova. Hitting it, and the layup is good.
I think we can chalk this one up. The goal now is just to run some time.
Yeah, I think it's time to get the bus started now, boys.
Udo dishes to Ilyasova. Dishes to Dunleavy. Gooden. Rebounded by Chalmers.
And his mechanics are just all out of whack now. He just has no feel for his shot.
Well, his numbers certainly back that fact up. I mean, he has gone ice cold here.
Here's Clutch. Back to Chalmers. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game, Clutch.
You are a rejection machine in tonight's game. How did it feel sending so many shots back the other way for the first time in your NBA career?
Whew. This is one of my best moments so far as a pro. It's easy to get recognition for scoring a lot of points, but for me, blocking shots and playing tough defense is one of the biggest ways I can help my team win. I hope I have many more games of this caliber moving forward, for sure.